Welcome back, Mr. Witness. May I kindly take your seat, Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this commission of inquiry. I want to remind you once again that you are still on the hold before I hand you over to Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Chair. Over to you.
Mr. Bacheli, you're welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am.
There was there were additional documents. Let me have all of them and admit them in a bundle. Okay. Or do I admit this ones? Then you admit that one. We admit that one.
Okay.
Uh, Mr. Mr. Bacheli, is this the SR number for the lease between BCC and Momodu Bari? Is it 2017 or 2018? As is, because it's not clear, the photocopying is not clear.
Correct.
Yes, please just confirm for me whether it's 17 or 18. In the document, it's 17, but I don't know whether it was registered on the 2018. Up the SR number.
Okay.
Is it 2018 or 2017?
It's 18.
It's 18.
Yeah.
But in the document, it's 2017. If you read the first line, the agreement is made between BCC.
Okay.
What is the date? Is it 2017 or 2018? What I see there is 2017. Is that correct? Well, in the line, start reading it up. You see,
Yeah, this lease made on the 10th of July, then most say probably 2007. 2007. I think I need to confirm this one.
well, let me admit it. So when you,
But I'm seeing 2007.
is it 7 or 17?
7.
7.
It says 7.
All right. Let me have it.
But I'll make a confirmation of this.
Yes, let me have it and admit it. A lease dated the 10th of July, 2007, registered with SR number 250 stroke 2018 volume 28 MD. The lease is between Banjo City Council and Momodu Bari trading as Ibs Nafa Enterprise. That is the first lease. The second lease is a supplemental lease agreement with SR number 231 stroke 2017 volume 27 MD and is dated 13th of June 2017. And the lease is between Banjo City Council and Nasim Trading Company Limited as the lessee. The third lease is a long-term lease agreement between Banjo City Council and State Inter Trade Company Limited. And it is dated the 38th day of October 2017. The third document is a payment voucher dated the 25th of January 2022, and the payee is Mohammed Cham, finance manager. The details are the payment is for the disbursement as allocation for the payment of 3 days per diem allowances for the trekking on a steering committee retreat at ABC Creek Lodge. And the sum total paid to the payee according to this voucher is 417,879. A payment voucher dated the 23rd of March 2022. The payee is Petrogas, and it's being payment for the purchase of fuel coupons for supply on local transport and fuel for motorbikes at the beach, including the security patrols. These documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC slash BCC slash 013.
As a question, places. We also have the steering committee.
Council Camara, can you cross-check whether my last exhibit number is 013? Because I just said 013. I don't know whether we have already gotten 013. So it will be correct, 013. Thank you.
We apply to take the different documents. Steering committee allowance payment, month allowance payment of $7,500 each for the month of January, from January 2023 to January 2024. And that is the allowance policy. We have the Biosley Council account details as submitted by the former BCC CEO. We also have pictures from a town hall meeting or various town hall meetings. Mr. Budget, is that correct?
I think this was just one meeting.
One meeting.
Yeah.
Adoption.
Yes, somebody. Yeah.
In 2022. From all to be admitted to evidence and marked as exhibits. Mr. Bachele, we will sort this out later.
Okay.
The remaining ones.
Okay.
Because some are not very clear, you can't read them, they're not legible. They're not legible, sorry. Help for those, whatever.
A steering committee list for the period 1st February 2021 to 30th of December 2022. And attached to this list is the allowance policy. The policy is dated 23rd of December 2019 and is signed by the witness, CEO Banjul City Council, together with the project coordinator for CityLink Austin Banjul. The second document is the Banjul City Council bank details. And the fourth document is pictures for a town hall meeting. Dated the 12th of February 2022 at Dobson Street in Banjul South constituency. These documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MB/014.
The commission, please. Now, Mr. Bachelor, the allowance for the Austin project, it was $7,500 a month
Initially,
and it was increased.
yeah, at some point it was increased.
How much was your allowance before the increase a month?
I think it was 75, something like that.
It's just the allowance. Allowance. Said it's how much your allowance?
Initially it was 75. Oh, I'm not.
How was the allowance decided in the first place as to how much each of you should be paid by way of allowance?
It was a decision that was made at the steering committee meeting.
So, do you have minutes of that meeting?
With Director House.
You don't have it.
So, well, I'll take it out.
Okay. So members of the steering committee decided that they will pay themselves the $7,500. Is that correct?
Yes.
And why did you decide that amount?
But it was an amount that was thought to be at that time for the initial takeoff period as reasonable.
For every month. Why pay every month allowance?
Because of we used to meet every month, we used to have meetings.
But you have your monthly allowance, more your meeting allowance, right?
No monthly?
When you meet every month, are you paid allowance?
Yes.
Every month, when you meet, you are given an allowance.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
So why are you given a lump sum as well at the end of the month?
It was the decision of the committee to have it.
I understand that.
On that way.
Because I see your allowance policy
Yes.
and which you guys came up with. It says that work on weekends, $750 for work during a non-working day. Just Saturday, Sunday, or recognized national holiday, correct?
Yes.
You have stakeholders transport reform, that's $750. Training and workshop allowance, $1,000. You have report writer, $10,000. Resource person, $5,000. Volunteers monthly allowance, $3,500. Correct?
Yeah.
evaluation review, 2,500. Steering committee monthly allowance, 7,500. Steering committee sitting allowance, 1,000. So you have a sitting allowance.
Yes.
And every month you sit once.
It depends at times for once or twice.
Whenever you sit, you are paid $1,000.
Yes.
Then what is the 7,500 for?
That's for the month.
What for the month? You've already been paid for the work you do. As you have a committee, when you sit, you are paid $1,000. Why would you pay yourself 7,500? What's the justification?
The sitting allowance for the whole month.
No, the sitting allowance is $1,000.
Yeah.
So why 7,500 to be paid again at the end of the month? So if you meet 5 times in a month, you have $5,000 as sitting allowance.
Yes.
And then you will still be paid $7,500.
Yes.
Why is that?
We thought it was fitting.
Now explain to us. Give us justification.
Yeah.
What is the 7,500 for?
That was pegged as a monthly allowance
Monthly allowance for doing what?
for being in the project steering committee.
So by just being a member of the steering committee, you have 7,500 a month.
Yeah. And making decisions on behalf of the project.
Many?
Making decisions on behalf of the project.
That's why you are paying $1,000 for that. Yeah, a sitting. You make decisions during sittings, correct?
Yes.
So what is the issue? What is 7,500 for?
Like I said, the council, we just thought at that particular point in time that it was something that was befitting.
Yeah, I did not say it's not befitting. I'm just trying to see what the reasoning is. So if you have the 7,500 as an allowance per month, why pay yourself $1,000 for sitting allowance?
Well, that could be questioned. That could be questioned.
That's why I'm questioning it. Now, as the CEO, because you are in charge of the finance of council,
Yeah.
and this is income under the Act, the Finance and Audit Act, is classified as council's income, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Funds.
council funds, of course. So now, why would you have two types of allowances for doing one work?
Well, we just thought at that particular point in time that, like I said, it was befitting.
So there's no justification for it.
Not really.
All right. And I see that some point you were earning 15,000.
Yes.
Why was that? Well, what informed the increment? Our bid today is the deputy mayor
Yes,
was also paid $12,000.
was paid 12,000, yes.
Smart job, what is he?
Is the project coordinator, Panjul Oster.
Also paid $12,000.
Yes.
Sumbasane,
Yes.
what is Makumasane doing in your committee?
I was representing the mayor.
How about the deputy mayor?
The deputy mayor was the councillor representing the ward.
Was represented?
The ward. Because the project is located at Crabwell and Ward. And he's the councillor of the ward.
No. BCC Austin project is for it's not just Crab Island.
Yeah.
So you don't have board members representing each ward. You shouldn't have that. That's not the criteria.
Yeah, but that was his thinking.
No.
That was the criteria applied.
Representing Crab Island ward to do what? Listen.
I think he sits in the steering committee by virtue of being the direct representative of the people of that ward.
Who said that?
I said that was the thinking.
Who's thinking?
One of us when we sat down.
No, but the development of or the project City Management Austin project is not classified into wards, is it?
No.
Exactly.
It's
Don't have
should be for all of one.
exactly. So you don't have the various members from each ward to come and represent their interests. You don't have that in this project. It's not a ward-based project. It's a city-based project, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So Paman B. J. today is the deputy mayor. So Makumbasane cannot represent the mayor in any function. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, now I agree with that.
Mr. Bacheli, you should have agreed with this before. The law says that Makumbasane cannot do that because there is a deputy. The deputy mayor is what you have in the act, which reads, in the absence of the mayor, the deputy mayor acts, correct?
Yeah.
And assumes the role of the
Yeah.
It didn't say Makumbasane or anybody holding the position of Makumasane. So why do you have to have it?
Yeah, that's the rationale behind why he was selected. That's what
Who decided to have it there?
the mayor decided to bring him over to represent her.
Okay.
I don't understand now that you're talking about yes, the deputy mayor should have been the sole.
No, you know that the deputy mayor steps in for the mayor. That is 101. That's 101.
In many cases, yes.
All cases.
But in some
Two can represent the mayor in certain functions, of course, as CEO, you're a high ranking officer, but not Makumasane. Definitely not Makumasane.
but that was different from the individual that was selected Makuwasane to represent her on some of his bodies.
So the committee was formed by the mayor. It was constituted by the mayor, the committee.
First, I would say the second committee, she was
How about the first?
instrumental in the selection of the first committee.
The first you did.
The first I was instrumental.
You were. What does that mean? You were instrumental.
Yeah, like we decided over who should have been represented.
You and who?
Pardon?
You and who?
Myself with her. We sat down and designated the first standing.
So when you say the second, the mayor was is the one who appointed. The first committee, Makumasane was still there.
Yes, so that's the reason why I told you that was the rationale. He should be there to represent us.
No, you said the second one. That's why I said if Makumasane's name featured in the first one.
Yeah, even with the first one, you know, that was the rationale that he should have been there to represent the mayor.
Now, you increased your allowances as well. And what is the basis? Who increased the allowances?
We decided as a committee to increase it.
Who was present? All of you guys present. This is the 5-man committee.
The 5-man committee.
When you downsize the number,
yeah.
Number, so you had to increase.
Yes.
What was the rationale?
Well, the rationale was that some members of the committee had already been egged out. So then those of us who were there.
So you need to get the money that was going to them to come to you.
Yes.
Mr. Bacheli, it doesn't work that way. It can't work that way.
And then also the fact that the project was taking another turn. No. Because especially after the expiry of the contracts of the previous project team.
Doing the same job, you downsize, get the money paid to those people, you pay it to yourself. Mr. Bacheli was wrong. You have no mandate to do this. The steering committee doesn't have a mandate to decide their own allowance. You can try to pay yourself $50,000 a month.
Yeah, but that was the reason why we came up with the allowance fund. Wherever there was a need, or
come again,
where there was a need to have it increase, we take it from the policy point of view. And then secondly, like I was telling you,
but actually the policy is not law. The policy was formulated by you people, correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Initially, I was trying to explain. After the expiry of the contracts of the project team, the substantial part of the work to be done was still there to be done, and then we became very instrumental in speeding up that process.
Which process?
Of getting most of the elements of the program, like
which element, which program are you talking about? Awarding contracts unlawfully, illegally, bypassing procedure?
With the project.
That's what I'm saying.
I would
You are paying yourselves and not even doing the job correctly.
No, but I'm talking about the projects that were implemented under the EU project.
Implemented wrongly. What do you call implementation? That's the question.
I would say, from what I've encountered, I would say that most of the procurement under the project,
the KMFT Technologies contract was not tendered, correct?
Okay, with that one, I think I had explained to you earlier on.
Demonstrating, that's demonstrating
Demonstrating,
of demonstrating no procurement process followed, correct?
demonstrating
Mr. Mr. Dem,
KMF.
Mr. Dem has no experience.
With those ones, if you could recall earlier on, I had agreed with you.
I don't know.
But then since that's the reason why we decided to look for the rest of the areas that we are supposed.
Listen, I'm just trying to tell you, so many of the projects did not go right, did not follow due process. So I'm trying to say, perhaps the same thing. The MOU between Banjul State Link and Mbolo Association, same thing. Correct? No
Yes.
proper procedure was followed. No one can even tell you the work Mbolo did in accordance with your MOU. They testified here. And you paid $1.7 million. Jida Trading, Jida General Trading, you paid $2,268,900.
Compliance.
Compliance, yes.
Jida was compliant. The procurement was compliant.
No, it was not.
They had an approval from GBB.
Get was supporting documents for Jida.
Okay, sure. And also,
You have the
go farm.
you have the drawing of Crab Island Master Plan.
Which one?
$110,000. Different payments to Jobot Construction and SM Bio Construction and GAM Engineering.
No, those ones.
But it's them.
If you could recall earlier on, I agreed with you.
No, I'm just trying to name you
Yeah.
the various projects that the steering committee flouted all the rules or most of the rules.
But how about the ones that we got right?
I'm not concerned about these ones.
And then I would say they were the majority.
Give us the list. You should give us a breakdown of all the projects that were awarded, and you justify each. You realize you did not.
Can I list them verbally or I have to write?
No. Bring us a list of all the projects.
Okay.
And the ones you have followed procedure, you bring us the required documentation.
Okay.
Now, I think we also requested that you bring us the statement of account for the project account, the withdrawals therein as well. We know withdrawals were made without even by the project coordinator. Withdrawals were made without justification
Covering which period?
throughout time you were there.
The two bank statements.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Mr. Bachili, what do you do in these town hall meetings? What is the purpose of the town hall meeting?
The town hall meetings are basically two components.
They are
They have two components.
two components.
Yeah.
Number one,
Information wise, one
yes,
was to give the residents a thorough understanding of what the project was meant to address,
okay,
all the thematic areas. And also, it was used also as a platform for the citizens to make inquiries about service deliveries.
okay. And so, do you have reports after each town hall meeting? A reporting mechanism to see what was done and what is achieved at the end of the activity.
I would not say that there were written reports after such meetings. I think it was mostly video, whatever, recordings of the meetings.
Mr. Bachili, was there a financial report? I think I asked you earlier for the project as well.
Yeah, I had submitted those
The financial report
reports
for each year.
for the. I had submitted it earlier on.
What we admitted in evidence is the council's account details, but I
Yes.
actually wanted to ask you, can I be available the exhibit 104, 1014, please?
Yes, but just for the witness to answer that you did not submit the financial statement, did you?
I submitted financial reports
For the project.
for the project. Yeah. Listen, when we just started, yes. Those were the ones that I covered with white blank paper.
Who submitted council's account details?
Yes.
In fact, I highlighted, just a minute, I highlighted because this absolutely shows nothing with respect to the financial transactions. What you have here, I'm going to give you the document to lead us through and to see whether we can have any understanding of what has happened when it comes to financial transaction in these accounts. You've listed the banks, which is okay, but there is no evidence of any financial transaction in the document that you have sent.
Believe the witness is talking about these documents.
Yeah,
But I want to ask the witness this.
Not admitted, yes.
Yes. Sorry. So I just want you to tell me the relevance of this document.
Okay. That's how my understanding was that it was to do with information regarding the accounts, the numbers, the ones that were closed and open. That was my understanding.
There's information on that.
What
Show us.
Okay.
Tell us anything because these are just name. You just listed the
Names
names of the bank,
the
perhaps the account numbers, and nothing else.
Okay.
But you're not telling us whether these were closed, when were they closed, when were they.
Let's see, Amma.
Is there?
Is there?
Can you please take us through?
Okay,
Just give examples.
You have, for example, the first one, basic, just example. It gives the name by which the council. It gives the account number.
Yes.
The
Can you read the when you get to the date of opening and date of closure? Can you highlight that?
okay, it's here. Date of for example, this one, the date of opening was 24th August 2018.
Yes, closure
It's still not closed.
is not
For
closed.
example, it's still not
Okay.
closed.
That is basic.
That's basic.
Yes.
So the rest,
How many accounts did you maintain in basic?
well, four different accounts.
4 different accounts.
Yes.
What is the denomination of the 4 different accounts?
Immediate date.
The denomination of the 4 different accounts. The account type. Whether it's PMP, whether it's
Okay, the second one for basic was called the development fund, BCC development fund.
yes. What is the denomination?
I wanted you if you ask me what denomination.
What is it? Is it a GMP account or a foreign exchange account? How do we know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was not specified because these are all local, in local currency.
These are all local currencies.
Local currencies.
Yes, but if we did not ask you, we will not be able to know from this whether they are GMD or
Practitioner.
yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let me have it. Let me just ask you one more question on that document. Now, for instance, if you look at Basic Bank number 4,
Yeah.
you did indicate that for EU projects on the account status.
Yeah.
What do you mean when you say account status? But nothing was reflected on the 1, 2, 3. But for 4, you indicated account status. And for 5, you did not have any indication as to what it is. And then you indicated contact as the last column. And there is no information on the contacts on that last column for 1, 2, and you have 3, which is not clear, and you have 4, which is indicating I don't know whether this is manager or because this one also there is nothing clear on that. So we wouldn't know what it is about, which we will want you to provide the clear copy for us to know what it could be. And for all the subsequent ones, the last column doesn't have any indication as to what are the details that are supposed to be contained on that last column. And for this second to last column on all of this accounts also. There is no narration as to what should be there,
Okay.
right?
Okay, I'll take this out.
So goes for the opening and the closure for Trust Bank, EcoBank, FIB, Zenith Bank, a Mega Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, for all of that.
Okay, I'll take. Well, I can have it and then have it upgraded.
So you can proceed, Council.
So actually, yes, we have seen the financial report, but we have just get us through the period of the report so that we have it admitted for each folder.
Sorry to Mr. Bacheli.
Yes, ma'am.
Exhibit 014,
Yeah.
the where you have the policy. Do you have a separate policy for BCC? You had a policy for BCC different from this policy that you attached?
Man, which policy you referring to?
The policy that was read to you by council just some few minutes ago.
That's for the project.
Yes, that's for the project.
Yes.
Now, I just want to find out why did you have to have a policy just specific for the project when it is supposed to be one fund, BCC fund? Was this not supposed to have been governed by the BCC policy, the general policy that you have? Issues of allowances and all that?
Yes, is your point is valid, but then we're looking at it from a different point of view in the sense that the if you're looking at the contract, the project agreement itself.
Now, was this policy sanctioned by the EU project team?
They were part of it.
They were part of it.
Yes.
Were they paid allowance?
Yeah, they also paid some of the allowances.
Thank you. All right, you can go through and let us. But did you have an actual policy for BCC?
With regards to the project, you mean?
No, 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 no.
Or generally?
Yes.
We have our own for business.
Covering which period to which period?
No, no, that's general.
General policy.
That's the general policy.
Can you please note it so that you can bring us the policy?
So, okay, ma'am, maybe I can just make an intervention in terms of making things clear. Like for PVC, for example, our allowances are governed by that of the finance manual, in the sense that whenever we have a need to increase, for example, allowances for council or committees, it is uh, it is made through the budget and then submitted to the ministry for endorsement. I don't know whether you understand what I'm trying to say.
But
Yes.
for these issues, you agree with me that it will be contained in the policy, right?
Yes.
Okay, let us just have the policy and we'll see, we will look at it.
Okay.
Vis-a-vis with what is in the manual.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, lead counsel.
Yes,
I think
sir.
this was 20, 2019 to 2022.
You can just write it on the page.
All right, lead counsel. I can.
Yes, we can present. We applied to tender the financial report for the project for the period. That is the expenditure verification, correct?
Yeah.
For the period 2019 to 2022. All of it.
Yeah.
and Chair together. In addition to that, we have the Banjul City Council Strategic Plan for 2019 to 2022.
Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Before I admit these documents, Mr. Bacheli,
Yes.
the interim financial report for the period 1st September 2021 to 31st December 2022. In the narration where you have the implementation period of the contract,
Yeah.
the end time
Yeah.
as contained in the implementation period is 1st of December, not end December 31st.
Okay.
I will admit these documents, but please provide us with a comprehensive printout of the transactions.
Okay, let me know.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I'll get it from Mama Chow. He has the soft copy.
Yes, if we can have something.
The interim financial report covering the period 1st September 2021 to 31st December 2022, which also at the same time indicated on the narration part the implementation period of the contract, which covers from 2nd December 2019 to 1st December 2022, which is in a bundle, and the expenditure verification for the project, which is cash and cash equivalent stroke expenditure verification. This covers the period 25th of March 2020 to 31st of December 2022. And also, in addition, please provide us with the statement, the correct statement, because this one is starting off at 25th of March 2020.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Perhaps, when did the project start? When was the start of?
It started in 2019, end of
So
2019.
please give us the correct, statement
Okay.
from the inception.
Maybe if I could just request for the soft copy, which will have.
Yes, so we
everything.
compare it with what you have submitted.
Yes, correct.
Which is the, please note it is the one on the expenditure verification. And it has to be up to the time this audit report, which is the management data for the audit of EU Banjul Osten covering the period 1st January. That should be before 1st January.
Yeah.
Up to April 2020. We can have up to December 31st, 2023.
23. Okay.
Thank you. And the last document is the final Banjul City Council Strategic Plan 2019 to 2022. It is dated, October 2018. These documents are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MB/105.
Ask the commission, please. Now,
015, sir.
yes, that's commission places. Now, Mr. Bacheli, we discussed that you authorized or you guys decided to issue yourself loans from the project team, correct?
I'll call it salary advance.
You'll call it salary advance. You don't have salary. How can you have? You have you have allowance. You don't have salary.
Yeah, because anyway,
You have no. So actually, at no time should you think that you cannot express yourself. I have said this. I don't want to repeat that. You are the one that is answering questions. You are the CEO.
yeah, the reason
You're
why
the ones to answer this question. So if I were you, like I've always done, try to answer the questions and provide explanations to the commission.
yeah, right. Okay, that was supposed we call it salary advance in the sense that it was supposed to have been paid within a period of 11 months. That's less than a year.
That's why I said it's not a salary. You have allowance. You don't have salary.
That's what we call it.
No,
But
but
then somebody else will call it simply a loan.
no. We go by the terminology.
Yeah.
You don't have a salary as in project. You are paid by basis. And because you have another assignment, whatsoever, you now create allowances for yourself.
Yes.
So you don't have a salary. It's PCC pays you a salary. Your work at PCC is what pays you a salary, correct?
Yep. Yep.
Good. So why would you give yourself loan or advances or allowance advances? Why?
Yeah, it was done in collaboration with the project team itself across the board. We were all given the loans of, I think we had 33,000 each. I forgot what the project team had, but then,
Was this in the budget?
pardon?
Do you have a budget for this?
We put it for
Do
the,
you have a budget for this?
no, there was no budget specific for this then.
You equally give yourselves bonuses, festive bonuses for Tobaski or Christmas, Muslim or Christian priest, correct?
Yeah, but that was not for us. That was for the Muslim support staff.
No. People which some stands then.
The support staff, those who are in admin, those who are in the technical side.
Are they entitled to a bonus?
Yeah, but then this was agreed between between us and the project coordinator.
You know, who?
It was agreed between Banjul and Austin.
Mr. Bachin. We
Bearing in mind
it's
that
not as if whatever the people from Austin say is going to be hinted upon. You yourself will even be suggesting most of these things. That's the reality. The steering committee will be coming up with all these um, allowances and bonuses. Are you entitled to a bonus? Or is anyone entitled to a bonus by virtue of the project?
yeah, I am giving you the genesis of how it.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's wrong. I'm saying that genesis
Yeah.
should not even arise in the first place. As CEO, you look at the budget, expenditures are supposed to be strictly in accordance with the budget. That's what the law says, right?
Yeah. But then the reason why I agreed to it was the fact that the project coordinator in Austin supported the idea
You know more than the project coordinator.
because of the good work that they were doing.
More than the project coordinator, Mr. Bacheli. You are the chief executive officer, the person who is supposed to steer the affairs of the area council, manage its finances. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So therefore, you know that you can't give bonuses. You know what bonuses? You can't give bonuses.
Maybe the wrong terminology was
It
used.
does not matter. You can't give free money.
It was when it comes I wouldn't say it was free money.
It's
It
free
was
money.
the support staff that enjoyed it because they were very hard working.
It doesn't matter.
Getting towards the end.
That's not the point. You guys should stop trying to suggest that money rules are flouted because the people that benefited are hardworking or they deserve it. No, we want you to follow the rules. Why the rules followed?
Yeah. Well,
Is it in the budget?
for my side, I think I'm just telling you what precipitated this happening.
No, is it
That's what I was explaining.
is it budgeted for?
Purposely to give people bonuses?
Purposely for the issue we are talking about.
I know, I will not say it was budgeted.
So it is not budgeted.
No, it was not budgeted.
Good. So when you give a bonus to the beach team for the Tobaski Feast, $90,000. Do you have retirement for this as well?
Pardon?
Do you have retirement for this?
Do I have what?
Is there retirement for this?
I'll have to check. I'm not too sure about that.
So there's a high chance there are no retirement.
I would
You have a
also,
bonus?
I would also highly believe that it was retired or it was like recorded.
You have bonus for Tobaski, 129,000.
Yeah.
Payment of monthly personal allowance as bonus in citation of the Tobaski Feast, $29,000. Monthly allowance to support staff, Christmas bonus, $30,000. You have another payment of monthly allowance to support staff as Christmas bonus. That's Annette Camera. Annette Camera is not Christian. Correct?
I don't know.
Of course you know, Mr. Bachelor.
No, really.
Of course you know.
I'm not close. I'm
You
not.
don't have to be close to the camera. If someone is entitled to a bonus by virtue of religious faith, you should be able to verify whether they are Christians or Muslims.
Yeah, the proposal for the bonus, it came from the project team. So I want
You are the one who is here. You are the one to say this cannot happen. I told you. You, Director of Finance, Mayor, you and Council, General Council, you are the ones to say this is an irregular process. It's financial mismanagement. It cannot happen.
you're talking about the individual who's supposed to be a non-Muslim Christian.
Talking about so many factors that are wrong. Number one, you don't have it in the budget. Number two, you are giving bonuses for the wrong reasons. Number three, you have Christmas Tobaski bonus. And number four, you even mistakenly have bonuses for people that are not meant to have a bonus for that. If not all is in fact justifiable. I'm just saying everything about this thing is wrong. You get it.
I get it.
You get it?
I get it.
Exactly. Because if you say Tobaski bonus and people are entitled to Tobaski bonus, I'm supposed we are giving it to the people who are celebrating Tobaski, correct?
Yeah.
Or do you rule it out to everybody?
No, not. It should not be for everybody.
Yes, because the way I see the banjo one,
I mean, only for
No.
people who are Muslim.
1/6 for government, whether it's Tobaski also, everybody is paid.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the way you guys roll your bonuses out is only for people who are celebrating a certain feast, correct?
Yeah.
Is it correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm pointing the irregularity out. I celebrate Tobaski. I do. Every single year. I do. So if I want to have 1/6 favors me a lot. But for your specific purpose, Mr. Bachelor, it is not budgeted for. It's one. It's wrong to give bonuses from project money. You know it, correct? It's wrong. Is that not the case?
Yeah, I get
And you pay 7,462.44 euros. You see, you have $10,000 is payment to Adam Afai, the secretary, for Christmas bonus. You know Adam Afai?
Yeah, I know.
Is a Christian?
No, she's not a Christian.
You have Katim Ture, that of planning,
Yes.
payment of monthly allowance to support staff as Christmas bonus. He needs the money for Christmas?
No, not also for a Christian.
Is he celebrating Christmas?
No, he's not a Christian.
You have Mohamed Chan, the finance manager, who was paid Christmas bonus.
Yes.
$90,000. Because that's for the beach team. It says the beach. Which team is this?
They were the ones responsible for the coconuts.
The coconut. How many of them?
I cannot remember straight away and how many of them there are.
And you don't have retirements for this. Can you please write it down? We need all retirements for this.
the timings.
But they are bonuses, so you will not have retirements. But evidence of receipt.
Okay, evidence of doing work. Oh, this is receipt of the monies.
Yes. To all of them. We are trying to see whether we can get the money back, Mr.
So,
Yes.
now, Mr. Bachili,
Yes.
yes, in addition to the bonuses that you pay, a stationary supplier was paid 1,311,000. Please write that 300,000.
Yeah.
1,000,000. Please write it. 311,300 dollars, which are a stationary supplier.
Yeah. That's demonstrating.
Huh?
That's demonstrating also.
He was the one that was paid this 1 million.
No, I just want to help you when you said the stationary. Was it the
Yes, you will provide us with the information.
person?
Just want to let me just finish asking my
Sure,
question.
okay.
Yes, he was paid this amount for delivering unrelated goods to you, and there were no documentation, and the entire transactions were questionable transactions, right? And a further 259,500
Sorry.
for the purchase of mobile phones, of which the personnel were not identified. So you can also provide us with the list of those people that the project provided mobile phones for.
Okay.
All right. In which you expended 259,500.
Okay, can you kindly go back to the first?
The first one is 1,311,300.
1,000,000.
311.
Uh-huh.
300. This was paid to a supplier, a stationary supplier,
Demonstrating.
for delivering unrelated goods.
That's demonstrating, is it?
Yes, you will provide. Yes, demonstration. You will provide us with.
I
Say whether it's them or it's.
I have all the information on
Yes,
them.
okay, provide us.
Some demonstrating.
All right, just in relation to that, and also the fact that 1,108,500 dollars was paid for these town hall meetings, which you knew were not related to activities of the project. Why did you have to spend this money on these town hall meetings, which are not related to any of the project activities?
Okay, like I had earlier explained to the lead council that the town hall meetings,
The what?
the town hall meetings
Yes.
enable the council to talk to the residents of Banjul also about the EU project. Because of then, it was like it did not have a lot of visibility then. So it was like a good opportunity to explain to them what the 5 thematic areas of the EU project were.
Was it included in the project document? That is the technical proposal.
For the town hall meetings.
No, because what the auditors are saying, this expenditure is not related to anything that concerns the project. So now I am asking you whether what you are saying is captured in the technical proposal of the project, in the technical document of the project, not proposal anymore because you have implemented the project. So in the technical write-up,
Yes.
where this activity is captured.
You mean before the commencement of the project or what?
Mr. Bacheli, for you to implement a project,
Yeah.
you agree with me that you will have both a financial
Exactly.
and a technical
proposal.
You understand?
Yeah.
So you have the financial bit, which
Yeah.
tells you how much the project is going to cost.
Okay.
The technical bit, which tells you what are the activities that you are going to carry on. So I am asking you on the technical document where these activities contained in that document to show you that you must expend money on these activities.
You mean the town
Yeah.
committees.
Yeah.
Okay, now I understand your question very.
Yeah.
No, it was not part of.
It's not querying you. They are saying that you expended $1,108,500
Yes.
on unrelated matters to the project.
Okay. Let
So
me.
is that correct? Do we are we at the same line now?
Yeah, it was not.
So it is money that you have wrongly spent, correct?
Well, technically, yes.
No. Don't put in that technical issue there. Is it money that you have wrongly spent?
I would agree with you in the sense that, like you had explained, it was not part of the proposals.
Is it now wrongly spent?
Well, you can say it was wrongly spent based on the fact that it was not stipulated over there.
So now, the last question before I hand you over to lead counsel, for the 496,000,
Yeah.
which is paid as extra bonus, is it one and the same with what lead counsel has discussed?
I beg your pardon.
There is a 496,000 bonus
Yeah,
that is paid
in total.
in total.
Yeah.
Is it one and the same or they are different bonuses?
Somewhere down there's Christmas.
I want to please write it down. I want you to clarify whether this bonus and the
Yeah.
one that was discussed by the lead counsel
Yes.
are one and the same. If they are one and the same, we want you to provide the documents evidencing these bonuses that are paid. If they are different, please also provide documents so that we will be able to distinguish the two. Thank you. Now, just one last question. The fuel for the project.
Yeah.
The steering committee was receiving from BCC and the project. Is that correct?
Fuel for the standing committee?
Yes.
No. We are not receiving fuel from the project.
You are not receiving fuel from the project.
No.
Now, give us evidence of the $748,800. Uh, uh, no, take it. Let me take it again. It's 755,934.87.
Yeah.
Which is fuel purchased
754.
755,000.
Okay, 755,000.
934.
984.87. Okay.
This is fuel that is paid to you people. So please provide us with evidence of this because it cannot be traced in the fuel logbook or duplicate coupons cannot be provided to substantiate this amount that was paid for fuel.
Yeah, Mark, can I make a question? This is supposedly paid to who specifically?
Project team.
It was paid to the project team.
Yes.
So you want to have a verification?
Evidence, yes, verification. And please confirm to us during this period whether BCC was not paying fuel to you at the same time.
No, but
Because the project team is the top management of BCC, right?
no, that's the next question I was going to ask. Which period does this cover?
The period of the project.
What?
The period of the project.
The period of the project.
That is 1st January 2020
Okay.
to 31st of April 2024. Did you get it now?
I get that.
Okay. Yes, Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Bachili, you recall or remember the contract with these people, Jalan Polong?
Yes.
They were said to be bankrupt after receiving $2,507,880 and 68 buttons. You recall this?
Yes, I recall it.
So they never fulfilled the contract that was ordered to them
Yes.
for the rehabilitation of the Crab Island building.
Yeah.
To recover this amount?
No, it's still not recovered
Why is that?
because it involved a lot of legalities here and there with GPPA.
Those legalities.
And then eventually I left. So I don't really know the situation of that now.
But why were they awarded the contract?
They went through the process. We went through the GPPA process with them. And they won the award. They won the bid.
Did you ascertain their financial capabilities?
And they had also provided initially financial guarantee.
They did not. They did not.
I have something here to show.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I have to check it out because I've got the file here on them. Everything on Jalo Colong is here.
Okay, Mr. Bachelor, we will need all the documents in relation to Jalan Kolong. If you are saying that
Everything's here.
they met the financial requirement, they had a bank guarantee.
Yeah, during the bidding process.
They had a bank guarantee. From which bank is that?
I really could not recall. Unless,
A bank guarantee, it should be easy
unless
to recover.
you see you see.
Okay, we will wait for you to bring that in relation to other documents as well. So, actually, I have the voucher here. Let me show you for Jalan Kolong. Is that the voucher?
Pardon?
Is that the voucher for Jalan Kolong?
Yeah, that's correct.
You can phone there. It appears that there is a bank guarantee there. Is it from Zenith Bank?
Yes, so let me confirm. Yes, from Zenland.
Okay, so this the finding from the audit that there is no bank guarantee would be wrong if this is verified with Zenith Bank. Correct?
Yes.
Or you want to say something?
Yeah. What I was saying was similar to what I told Chairperson yesterday. It is very unfortunate that at some point when the auditors were at the project,
Please come again.
when the auditors went to the project, it was a bit unfortunate that they were not made uh, to see the documents. So it is afterwards that, especially like this list of institutions or companies that total to 78 million.
Yes.
You'll find out that three-quarter or more of them, had financial guarantees, but it wasn't made available for the auditors to inspect.
Mr. Bachelor, you just provide the evidence for those. That's the most important thing. Not all that is stated in the audit report um, is a fact. They can make mistakes as well, or not even mistakes. You may not be there to present some documents, or when the request document should not present. They present the document. So if it's not presented, they form an opinion, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it works. You are given timelines. If you don't present documents, they form opinions. But unless we see these people verify this with Zenith Bank, we applied to tender the payment voucher in relation to Jalan Kolong Enterprise. The voucher name is the number is 751. For the reconstruction, renovation, and rehabilitation of Crab Island Upper Basic School building. So actually, we will also need the documents in relation to procurement for Jalan Kolong.
And look at everything is here. The evaluation of the bids, the contracts,
You have it.
the approvals, all yeah, yeah.
You want to tell it now, or you want to sort it out?
Said during lunch break, he can take his time
Okay.
to sort this document so that we can admit them in order.
Well,
Let me just quickly
Ma,
this document. Yes.
I'm just making an appeal because I like to the point when it comes to these responsibilities because I'm looking at the volume
Yeah.
of papers.
Yeah.
I think I'll beg you to extend it from today because these are a lot of papers here. So let me tell you before you expect me to do it, and then
Yes.
the time comes.
Rather than tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so that maybe by tomorrow, by the end of tomorrow, we will be able to give you.
But it's just you identifying the documents and
Yes.
listing it. That's all we are asking you.
Okay.
Because we are admitting it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Because we really want to know for each bundle
yeah.
what is contained in that bundle so that we know exactly what you are giving us.
No, 100% agree with you. But I'm just talking about the time frame.
Yes, I said we will give you till tomorrow
Okay.
because you will be able to do that.
Okay.
Thank you. A payment voucher dated the 10th of January 2022. The pay is Zelo Kolong Enterprise, and it is payment being the payment is the first installment of 20% of contract price on lots 3 for the reconstruction, renovation, and rehabilitation of Crab Island Upper Basic School buildings. This document is admitted in evidence as an exhibit. And it is marked as LGC/BCC/MB/016.
As the commission places sit time.
Yes. I just have one question, Mr. Bachili. The partners, your partners,
Yes.
the expenses that you expended, whether it's on salary, whether it's on tickets, whether it's on allowance, was it also contained in the technical proposal? Please write it down and find out,
Okay.
and let us have that.
Okay.
And
You mean like for example, I give you a case.
yes,
Like when our partners used to come from Belgium.
I am just asking your partners,
Yeah.
all the expenditures you've incurred,
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
For instance, I've given you an example.
Yeah.
The allowances, the tickets, etc. Was it contained in the technical proposal and in the financial proposal?
I'll confirm that.
Yes, please provide us. Thank you. We will rise.
Yeah.